Hello, it's me, Sweetie, and thank you so much for joining me for my newest video. Today I wanted to do just a little bit of a casual sit down. The end of this insane year is quickly coming upon us, and I just wanted to sit down with you guys and kind of talk about how my year has been, do some reflecting, and hopefully look forward to a better year of 2021. I'm going to be talking about feelings I need a comfort object. So this year has obviously been different, a challenge, horrifying in some ways, in a lot of ways. And I think it's really important to not only dissect and reflect on the bad things that have happened, but also, of course, acknowledge the good things that have happened. And while I was thinking about these things, I started to notice a pattern of a negative aspect of this year, or something that changed for the worse as a result of the pandemic and just the change to society, but then something good that came out of it, a positive that was learned, or a change in my lifestyle that happened that was good, that would not have happened without this bad thing. And I'd love to share those with you guys now, so maybe you can also find some good things that came from the bad. So at the beginning of this year, my entire department at the 9-to-5 job that I worked was let go, all of us. I've been on unemployment for most of the year, which, being on government assistance, really isn't a great feeling. I've been working since I was 15 years old. Working has always been really important to me. I obviously like nice things and I like to be able to pay for them, but I also need to be able to support myself, and there's a real sense of self-worth that comes from having a career. And with the millions of people that were and are still unemployed, trying to find work has been incredibly hard. Just the daily struggle of applying and applying and applying and nothing coming through, it just really gets to you after a while, and it really got to me after a while. But because of that happening, I ended up starting this YouTube channel. I had been wanting to start a channel for a long time, but with the daily 9-to-5 work grind and just not really having that big push of motivation to do it, I posted maybe a couple videos randomly and then nothing ever came of it. I didn't have a schedule, I didn't have a plan. I really felt directionless with it, so I just gave up. And then when the pandemic happened and I lost my job, I kind of came to this realization that the only thing stopping me from starting this channel wholeheartedly the whole time was just me. Like nothing was truly stopping me except my own lack of motivation and dedication, and so I just decided to do it. Now, of course, the availability did help. I do post 3 times a week, and that takes a lot of work. Every single day of the week, except maybe one day on the weekend, I'm either filming, editing, planning out my calendar, gathering materials. I've treated it like a job from the very beginning because I had lost my actual job. And in the end, I was also able to start this channel and connect with you guys and have a creative outlet, something to do, and really reach a goal that I had had for a long time and just didn't have it within myself to do it until right now. So while I still don't have a 9-to-5 job, I'm treating this as my job. I often felt lost on what I was supposed to be doing and what would be fulfilling for me, but something that would also, pay my bills, put a roof over my head. And ever since I started doing this, I really feel fulfilled. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I enjoy it. I think I'm pretty okay at it. I enjoy editing way more than I thought I would, and I think that this suits my lifestyle a lot. So thanks to this horrible pandemic and losing my job, I found a new passion in my life that could end up turning into a career someday if I keep working hard enough. So like I said, having a job obviously gives you like a pretty standard schedule that you can rely on, and the loss of that schedule can kind of make you feel up in the air, a little lost, like you're stagnating or just floating around. And I definitely felt that way. Before I started this channel, I had several months of the year where I just had no idea what I was doing. I didn't have anything to supplement my time with. I would try to do like arts and crafts here and there, but it just really was not enough to make me feel grounded grounded, and my mental health really started to slip. So on the other side of that, I think at a certain point, I realized that instead of trying to come up with things to keep me occupied, keep me busy, what's the next thing that I should be doing, I needed to take more time to check in with myself and do self-care and maintain my mental health. So on the downside of not, having my normal selection of things I could be doing, like going out, traveling, this, that, and the other, I was really forced to sit alone with myself and assess how I feel, my well-being, where I'm at, how to take care of myself, and it's been really good for me. I think a lot of that is due to having this channel and getting to make things for you guys and interact with you guys, but also taking the time to prioritize myself and how I'm feeling has done wonders for my mental health, and I'm really happy that this whole situation made me slow down and put a priority on checking in with me and taking care of me. We haven't been able to socialize, see our loved ones, our friends. Usually I have quite a large circle of people that I could interact with at any given time. Sure, I have my really close friends, but there's a whole network of people out there that I would have the possibility to see on any given weekend or for events and things like that. And now I pretty much only interact with 3 people at any given time. That would be my husband and my friends May and Marshall. That's it. 3. So on the flip side of that, something good that I've come to realize is that while I do miss being able to see a large swath of people, go to events, parties, this, that, and the other, I've really found that in this time of only being able to see a few people, I feel closer to them than ever before. And when I do get to see them, it's really the most valuable time I have. And the final thing I was thinking about is how when I would go out to see friends, we were really big on going out to restaurants and movies. We traveled together, and sure can't do any of that now. No concerts, no going to the museum, no going out for Lolita meetups for tea, none of that. But something good that has happened as a result of that is I have been able to actually save a lot of money this year. As I mentioned, I'm out of work and I've been on unemployment, which is really just a percentage of what you used to be making at your job. And even with that considered, I have been able to have a savings account for the first time in my life. So because I haven't been able to go out and do all these fun things I'm used to, I've been saving a lot of money, and I have been being responsible and putting the money into savings for bills, but I've also bought quite a few Lolita dresses. So this is from a video that I uploaded recently. I got this in a Mercari Japan haul. I will link that video up above. This is my first old school style dress, and I'm really excited about it. I think you're gonna notice a lot of pink. Like I said, a lot of pink. I was really excited about this one because I got it to twin with May. The photo of us twinning this is actually on my Instagram, which is down in the description box. This is another one of my dream dresses. I was hunting for this for months, and I still really can't believe I have it. Another dream dress right here, Little Witch. I do have a review on this dress. I have a series of dress reviews. I will link the playlist up above for you guys. It's a super detailed review series, so if you want to get to know more about some of the dresses that I have, definitely check it out. Got my first ever Christmas print dress. I love this one, and it's also included in the review playlist that I linked above. I also got my first ever salopette, really excited about that. I love this little detail on the back, and I think I'll probably be doing a review of this one really soon. Okay, now that the dress parade is over, I also wanted to share some of my goals for next year. Not necessarily New Year's resolutions. Where's my pillow? Here we go. They're not necessarily New Year's resolutions, they're more just like goals I have in mind. And right now I have 3 of them. The first one that is the most important to me is I really want to continue to grow this channel. My ultimate goal for next year is to reach 1,000 subs, which is crazy that I'm even in the realm of being able to visualize that happening. As I'm filming this, we're on our way to hitting 500 subs, and I'm so grateful every day that you guys have decided to stick with me and keep tuning into my channel. It really is so meaningful to me to be able to create these videos for an audience that actually wants to see what I make, and I love getting to interact with you guys in the comments. All of you are so sweet, and I love being able to share my passions with you. So I would love to keep growing this little community that we have together here on YouTube, and I can't wait to see what that looks like and to keep making new content for y'all. So after that goal, my second goal is to learn Japanese. I've been studying on and off for the last few years in preparation for when I went to Japan twice, but I never really sat down and studied the language as a whole. I more so just learned like certain phrases and vocabulary that I would need to speak basically with people if I needed help with things while I was in Japan, but I really want to buckle down and set aside time to learn as a student and not just a tourist. So I have a schedule for myself for filming, editing, planning, and all that, and I want to make a schedule for myself to sit down a little bit every night and study Japanese. I am planning to go to Japan with my husband, May and Marshall, at the end of 2021. We were supposed to go at the beginning of this year, and literally 2 weeks before we were supposed to leave, the whole world shut down. So I'm really hoping I can take this next year to study really hard and be able to have a good grasp on the language before we go at the end of next year. And my third goal is one my husband and I have been working towards for years now. We want to get a home of our own. I really love this apartment. I think it's so nice. I like the lifestyle of apartment living, but what I don't like is everything else around us. I am looking out the window in my beauty room right now, and there is a big intersection and our neighbors. So this intersection is really loud. Our neighbors are really rude and really loud, and just the people that live around us, this environment is horrid. So basically, we have been saving and saving and saving for the last few years to be able to afford a home, and we're really hoping after the first of the year we can make that happen. And I will be so excited to film moving vlogs, packing up all my stuff, redesigning my beauty room, maybe being able to have my own separate studio space to film videos. It's all so exciting to even think about. So those are my goals for next year. I'm really hoping I can meet all of those. And I think it would be nice to have all those things to look forward to and check off my list after having such a crazy, horrible 2020. So I guess my final thoughts for 2020 is that it was a hell of a year for a lot of reasons. But in the end, I'm okay. And I recognize that it's really a privilege that I'm okay. So many people are not okay. They're far from okay. And so I feel really lucky and really blessed to be in the place where I am now, both physically, mentally. I'm okay. I'm not sick. I haven't been sick. I've had the privilege to be at home and not be an essential worker. My friends and family are okay and in good health. My pets are in good health. And at the end of the year, I'm glad to still be here, and I'm glad to be able to make a new start for the new year. So to all of you, stay safe, wear your masks. I did make a video on where I get my cute masks, so I'll link that up above as well. Let's make it through the end of the year all healthy, and let's try our best to start off 2021 on the right foot. Well, I think that's going to do it for me today, guys. I really appreciate you being here and spending some time with me today on my channel. If you have any goals for next year or want to share your thoughts on how this year has been with you, please let me know down below in the comments. I would love to be able to talk with you guys about how you're doing. Again, thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!